Hey guys, Real Life Boy here, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I thought what I would do is talk about the GTR a bit and kind of what I want to do to it, my plans for it in the future, and how I see it fitting in on the channel. I mean, this is a sim racing channel, of course, this is real life, they aren't quite the same. But I think there is definitely room for it, and I'm going to be going over that a little bit in this video. But I think it's only right to start this video off with some turbo noises, so let's do that, shall we? So second gear, foot down. Oh man, this car's so cool. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really know how to do these kind of videos. I'm not really used to doing real life vlogging. I just do my sim racing in my shed, you know, I'm comfy in my shed. Being out in the real world is very scary for a virgin like me. But understandably, of course, since I put out the video of me going to get this car, people have been very interested in it, wondering what's going to be happening, and well, yeah, that's what this video is. So for those who don't know, this is a 1993 Nissan R32 GTR V-Spec 1. It also has a couple of Mines goodies on it as well. So it has a strut brace, it has Mines front and anti-rear roll bar, sorry, it has a Mines ECU, also has a Mines cluster as well, the gauges here, which go up to 320 Ks, which is a little bit optimistic, I must say. It also has twin HKS pod filters, twin blow-off valves as well, and some nicer tyres and some generic, apparently Japanese suspension that we don't really know the name of. In terms of power, there haven't really been any upgrades to it apart from this, the boost controller here, which I can set to either 0.7 or 0.8 bar. Currently we're on 0.7 bar, this is plus pressure of course. And on 0.7 bar it makes about 320 horsepower or so. On the 0.8, maybe about 360, 370-ish, somewhere around there. The car's not been dynoed, so we don't really know for sure. Ah, yeah. And the reason why it makes relatively low boost is essentially because we're on the stock turbos, we're on the stock ceramic turbos, and if you put more than one bar through them, they tend to explode. And the first thing I want to do, and it won't be for a couple of months yet because I want to just drive the car as it is and get to know it as it is replace the stock turbos. I want to say replace the stock turbos, I mean both of them. I'm fully intending to keep this car as a twin turbo. I know a lot of people go for the single turbo conversion for big power, etc., and big high-end performance, but I'm not really interested in that. I know the twin turbos are a bit more of a bugger to work on, but I figure I want to keep this car as a road car, keep the drivability there, and you know, I'm not really interested with like massive horsepower builds. That's not what I want this car to be at all. In fact, it's my goal really to keep this car as stock as possible. I love how this car looks right now, how it drives. I would like a bit more horsepower just because it's a Skyline, and you know, I feel like I owe it to it. But aside from that, I'm really happy with how this thing drives. And once the turbos are being done, I'm also going to probably invest in a new oil pump. Because the oil pump on this isn't bad, it was fine for this kind of driving, but if I wanted to maybe take it on a track one day, which is very far away in my head right now, trust me, then I would need to address the oil pump. Because when you start getting near the rev limiter, the oil pump, it's prone to not do its job properly, and of course that's an engine without oil is a very bad thing. So I think it's definitely an investment for sure. But the main reason for the turbos is I'm kind of scared to put my foot down on this sometimes. I have the boost controller right here, right now, so I can change between boost settings when I like. I mean, I'm pretty much going to keep it on stock until I get new turbos though. But I did try it out the other day. I tried the higher boost setting. You can definitely tell the difference. The car pulls quite a bit harder. But I noticed it spike at 0.94 on the boost controller, and I immediately went, nope, and just turned it straight back down to what it was before. Again, as I said, getting anywhere near or getting above a bar of pressure is a little bit spooky. We really going to try and avoid that as much as I can. Oh, we're coming into a 60, you know what that means, so put it in third gear. Oh man. Every time it makes me smile, every time. Aside from those more interesting bits, you could argue, there are a couple other things that need doing to this car. First of all, like the rubber sealing around the rear windscreen is a little bit perished and could use an update really. That, and also this driver's side mirror is it's okay, like it's just a little bit loose. You can see where it's loose as well. It's not quite matched up properly on the bodywork. And I think that's really about it. That and the AC needs doing, and also the The part that holds the battery needs a repainting because acid was spilt on it a little while ago. As Jan said though in the video, it's just on the surface, it just needs a repaint, so hopefully I get to do that soon. But it's just minor things really. And the reason why I'm bothering with things like that, because I wouldn't bother with things like that on the Mazda, I just wouldn't care at all. But it's because someone put it really nicely in the comments the other day. It's because I don't really see myself so much as an owner of this car, more like a custodian, you know what I mean? Like, this is something that I never thought I'd have access to in my life, and it's something that I think needs to be preserved, because as a car enthusiast, you know, I love seeing these things. It's always great to see these things out and about, and you don't see them out very often. They're under blankets, they're in garages somewhere. I want to drive this thing. I don't mind putting mileage on it, not at all, but I want to drive it and I want to enjoy it, which I think is kind of like, well, it's why I bought this car. I didn't buy it to hide it. The only downside is that whilst I've been reading up on this car as much as I can do in recent times, mechanically my knowledge still isn't fantastic, and I'm on car forums whenever I can, reading up posts, watching videos about this car so I can learn more about it. But if you guys who are watching think, you know, oh Jimmy, maybe you should be doing this, Jimmy, you should check that, then let me know in the comments, because I know I'm definitely not above taking advice from people with this. And hopefully it means that, you know, it can be out on the road more, and I would love to go to some car shows of it, meet you guys of it, all, you know, all the great stuff. But it's just trying to get to that point first. Ow. Ow. Also, a little thing about driving this car, I thought I'd just throw it in because I think it's fairly interesting. I haven't really been doing it that much this video because I keep forgetting to do it. Is that because the synchros in this gearbox are kind of prone to wear out over time and just kind of fail, it's advisable when you're driving this thing, even just driving like this, to rev match and double clutch on the upshift. So it's actually quite a lot of work driving this thing when you're driving it around. I mean, I don't heel and toe, I just rev match with the throttle on the way down, because usually I'm going slow enough to do it. But you know, if anything, this car encourages you to be a better driver. I'm looking forward to getting better at these things. You know, I'm not great at them as they stand at the moment. Like, just for an example, now I'm in second gear and I'm going to go into third gear. It's third gear. There you go, nice and easy, and it goes in a lot easier that way as well. But that's about it, I think. I think we should end this video off with a pull. What do you reckon? I think we should do that. God, this car is quick. I mean, I know it's not like crazy 1 billion horsepower build, but it shifts. For a car from 1993, it shifts. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different from what I usually do. I know I'm usually stuck in a shed somewhere, but it was really fun to do and really fun to kind of go over this car in more detail with you guys. But if you did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you want to see more stuff with the R32 GTR, then subscribe, because I definitely have some more stuff planned and more videos on the way. A massive thank you as always to my Patreons and to my sponsors. Take care, have an awesome day, see you all next time.